Every trip has a beginning, and for this one, it is Vienna in Austria. This is the start of a little road trip I've been looking forward to, leaving Vienna behind and heading into the mountains. We will be heading west towards the city of Salzburg with a quick stop at a gas station that just happens to have one of the best views over the stunning Mondsee lake. Passing Salzburg, we turn south towards the town of Tauern Tunnel, famous for its dramatic mountain backdrop. From there, we head west again for about 50 minutes to reach the tiny town of Krimml. Tucked between the peaks of the Tauern Mountains, the little town of Krimml is home to Europe's tallest waterfall, and that's exactly where we're heading. Roughly 450 kilometers lie ahead, with most of the journey rolling along Austria's highways, but even on the Autobahn, the landscapes do not disappoint. These tall sound barriers might not be much to look at, but they're doing their job, protecting nearby towns and villages from highway noise, a common sight along major routes like the A1. We haven't had coffee yet, so we're pulling off for a quick pit stop at the OMV. Nothing fancy, but their coffee is actually pretty good, and they sell a wide variety of fresh bread and pastries too. Just under an hour from Vienna, you pass the town of Melk. It's known for the Melk Abbey. This huge Baroque monastery sitting on a hill above the Danube River was first found way back in 1089, and the current building you see today was rebuilt in the early 1700s. Inside it has beautiful frescoes, golden halls and a library with tens of thousands of old books. It's one of the most famous abbeys in Europe. Whenever I see the Ut turn off, I know we're already halfway between Vienna and Salzburg. And just like that, We are in the province of Upper Austria. The landscapes are about to get more interesting. The sun is out, and that means it's biker season here in Austria. They're out in full force today. Not a bad day to be on two wheels. We are getting closer to Mondsee now, and in the distance you can already spot the Große Traunstein mountain rising above the landscape. It's one of the most iconic peaks in this part of Austria. This might be the only gas station where you stop for the view and not just for the fuel. We just pulled into the Landzeit restaurant above the Mondsee lake. Not a bad place to take a little break. This stop is a mix of gas station, restaurant and even a motor hotel. It's right above the lake, so the view alone is worth the stop. You'll often see tourist buses here. It's become a popular rest point for visitors and drivers alike. The shop inside Landzeit is full of things you don't really need, but somehow you leave with something anyway. We grabbed a couple of drinks for the rest of the trip, and what I really needed was a clean windscreen. We are driving just west of Salzburg on the A1 when I noticed the GPS warning. Over an hour of delays ahead. The problem was a stop and go at the Tauern Tunnel, the long tunnel between Salzburg and Villach. So I recalculated and decided to take a quick detour through Bavaria and Germany along the B21, or in German, Bundesstraße 21. It's not what we planned, but honestly, who wants to sit in a traffic jam for more than an hour? Austria doesn't do boring roundabouts. Notice the statues in the middle of this roundabout. That's a local thing here. Austria towns often decorate them with art or monuments to show a bit of character. We are driving between Zalmsee and Krimml now, through the Pinzgau area, and the landscape is starting to shift. Gentle valleys, green pastures, and the mountains getting closer with every turn. Driving through these alpine towns with slopes on both sides and those beautiful wooden houses, you really feel it. Vienna and the city life are far behind. This is the alpine countryside now, and it feels like a different world. We finally made it to Krimml, and right away you see the impressive waterfall showing off in the backdrop. Our hotel is right along the main street, quite charming and just a few minutes from the falls. By now we were properly hungry, so we grab a seat at the hotel restaurant and I go for the Postburger. We're lucky there's a spar right across the street, perfect for grabbing a few snacks for the hotel room. With the day winding down, we take a stroll through Krimml. Quiet streets, fresh air, the perfect way to end the day. I hope you enjoyed coming along for the ride. If you did, feel free to leave a comment, like and subscribe, and don't miss the next part of the trip where we will be exploring the Krimml Waterfall.